Now, were you both born and raised in this area, or
Yeah.
Generally so. I was born and raised in Norton.
in Norton? Okay, and what about you?
Well, I was raised mostly in Coburn, but we've been a little bit everywhere. So,
Perfect.
but I call Norton my home.
Okay, so you know a lot about this area. Your ancestors come from here?
Right.
How many generations can you think back?
Oh gosh, my great grandmother was
Yeah.
one of the first citizens in Norton. I mean, first white child that was born in Norton. She's in the Wise County history books.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, so that goes back pretty far for me.
Uh-huh.
Mine just goes back to my grandmother, I guess. I don't remember my great grandmother, or they were all dead when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to have a little conversation about type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
So let me start by saying, when you hear the word diabetes, Mary Jane, what do you think of?
Ooh.
Well, you had
Angry.
your mom had it. So
Yeah. I've been through diabetes with my mom since she died in 84. I guess she probably got it in 82, 3, and it killed her. But they didn't know a lot about diabetes then, and she lost her eyesight, and she just about lost a leg, and she just was eat up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, diabetes is a nasty word.
she knew what it was.
But me and 2 sisters and 2 brothers had it.
How long have you had it?
I've had it since Mom died in 84. I've had it since about 90, I guess. Yeah.
How you doing with it?
Well, not good. I was doing good for a while, and all of a sudden it just gone plumb to the top, and I'm having trouble getting it down. But it was 140 one time this week, and then this morning it was 200. And I don't eat that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's stubborn.
This may not be eating the right thing.
Yeah.
Controls her appetite, her food as much as we know how.
Right.
But over the years, it's just advanced, as I guess it does. Yeah.
Now, do you have type 2 diabetes?
No, I do not.
Okay.
He takes care of me.
I try to.
He tries to feed me.
So what's he do to take care of you?
Well, he watches what I eat and
Try to.
what I do. He makes me exercise a little,
Does he?
and so I've had a heart attack.
Yeah, she's had a heart problem
And
also.
be 3 years in September, and then I had heart failure twice after that, and I just haven't felt that great. So he has to prod me to get up and walk a little bit.
Now, when he says, "Let's go take a walk," what do you say?
Yeah,
what do you say?
She'll try.
We usually do. I usually tell him I'll try.
So
Yeah.
that encouragement makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah. He's my rock. Yeah.
How was it for you helping her with her disease?
Well, that's just what I have to do. I realize it.
And he's good about it. He's
I
patient.
try to stay informed, but I don't know how informed I am.
Mm-hmm. How did you learn to take care of your disease?
How
did you learn to manage the
When
diabetes?
you discovered it, I guess.
Well, when I discovered it, I guess, of course, I have experience with my mom,
Yeah.
and I knew about that. And then when I got it, I cried for days
Really?
because I knew, what it could do.
Yeah.
It was a terrible thing to have. But it was in the family, so I guess you kind of expect it. I only have an uncle that had it pretty bad.
And I have one sister that she's right the opposite. She has low sugar, and she does pretty good.
So what kind of activity do you do?
Well, walking is
Once
about
walking, presently.
Uh-huh.
She has bowled during, I think when you I think that's when it shocked me the most. She loved bowling. And when she
Mhm.
found this out,
Well,
and one night she said she didn't want to go bowling, and I knew there was something. It was I was
So,
getting her some.
how far do you walk and where do you walk at?
we go to Walmart and walk around. Try
Inside
to
the
walk
store?
around twice, yeah.
We have not. We've done that in a while.
Once in a while we go to Lowe's and walk around
Mm-hmm.
inside.
And it's hot inside.
Yeah.
So, and it's keeps you from the weather, and
Yeah,
Right.
right.
but there's still a nice area that you can
Yeah.
walk around, isn't there? Yeah. And tell me about your meals. Do you plan your meals?
He does.
We have no plan. I have no plan exactly, but I know probably in her case that's probably pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know that she doesn't have such a great variety of what she will eat,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to get something that she'll eat that I know is all right is something hard
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Now, do y'all garden?
He raised a
I
few
like
tomatoes
and
this
stuff
year.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you garden in the past?
Maybe more so than now, but
Yeah.
you know, it's really not a great big bunch of vegetables.
Yeah. And do y'all have children, or?
We have grandchildren,
Yeah,
yeah.
children,
We have a boy and a girl. We have 7 great grandchildren and 6 grandchildren.
And do any of them have diabetes?
No.
Do you worry about?
Oh yeah.
Our daughter
Oh,
in
yeah.
particular, yeah, she's
If I heard diabetes in one of them, I don't know what to do.
Kathy's in that really dangerous zone, I think.
Yeah, she's not healthy, but so
Well,
far
that-
she
then
doesn't
her-
have
then her
diabetes.
Family history
Uh-huh.
would be
Uh-huh. Now, you say you have 7 grandchildren?
Mm-hmm.
6 grandchildren.
6 grandchildren, 7 great grandchildren.
Oh my! You got a house full then. don't you?
Oh, they're scattered all over the place. We only have 3 or 4 of them locally.
We've got
This is
4.
Kingsport. Yeah.
We've got 4 here in 4 in Kingsport, and then the others are in Hampton.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we call here as far away as Kingsport.
Now, one of the concerns that we're having locally is the problem of rising type 2 diabetes in children. And one of the risk factors we know is that if they're overweight, or they're
Yeah, I have
obese.
one.
We
That's
have one
over-
great-grandson.
We have one great grandchild that's overweight.
I've been concerned about for that reason.
He does.
He
He
just-
doesn't do a whole lot except play computer games, and he doesn't exercise.
His diet,
any,
their
and-
diet's his too. It's just
Yeah,
like fast food.
yeah, we worry
So
about
we
him.
And how old is
Him
he?
particularly.
He's 7.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that's Kingsport.
Now, are the other of the grandchildren and great-grandchildren pretty active?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Billy's kids in Hampton. They very active.
Mm-hmm. So when you were growing up, how active were you all?
Oh, I was active
I think pretty much.
every minute of the day, just about.
Yeah.
I climbed trees and I did everything my brother could do.
Did you all have to walk to school?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I mean, he walked across the road.
Yeah, across the road, across town.
I walked.
eventually. But
I guess it was 2 miles
Each way?
to and back. Yeah,
Wow, that's a long way.
yeah, it's pretty much.
Did your mama worry about you?
She never mentioned that she did. I had a couple of kids, a couple of sister and brothers with me, and friends. It seemed like we never even thought about anything.
Just walk
happening
together
to-
in the
You're
group.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you know about what school activities are today? Do you know? You hear
No,
your
I
kids
don't.
talking?
No, I
Any kids
don't.
talking about their school
not
activities?
too very much. I don't.
Just what we hear on the news and reading the newspapers.
Jacob and Jalen don't tell us. We don't hear all that much, do we?
No.
We hear they like school.
When we
Mhm.
see them, they'll tell us things, but
Mm-hmm.
No. About their activities, I don't
Mhm.
really know.
Do you hear people in the community talking about the problem of this of children in general being overweight and obese? Do you hear that?
just through the news, yeah.
What
Hear a
kinds
lot
of things do you hear on the news?
Well, that overweight kids, diets, that they've changed it. I've heard they've changed the diets at school,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just things like that we get through the news.
Mm-hmm. Do you
It's on the news quite a bit.
Do you all take part in activities in the community?
No.
Are you in any
Church. We just go to church.
Yeah, church.
Yeah.
Go to church here or?
No, we go to Ramsey.
Okay. And in your church, are there other folks that have diabetes?
Yes, my sister, and then there's Ruth has it. Ruth and Verdi.
Yeah,
So
we
you
don't hear
have-
them talking much about it.
There's about 3 elderly women besides myself.
Okay, but nobody's really talking.
Not very
No.
much.
Does the minister ever mention anything about
No.
taking good care of your body and being healthy and eating right?
No.
No.
I don't hear a lot of discussion on that.
No.
Y'all have church, those big church dinners?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So what happens for you when you?
I try to watch what I then, but I know I
That's when
eat
it
more than I
becomes
should
difficult.
when we have them. But there's I forgot about Nana having diabetes. She's got real bad
Yes, she does.
diabetic, and she
Implant.
fixes a lot for free sugar-free food and breathes it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's there, but sometimes it's just
So you all kind of look out for each other and
Yeah.
yourself a little
Yeah.
bit, but the rest of the people in the church don't really
No,
think about that.
except when we have dinners like Nana's. She brings some food
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't eat any sugar at all.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could be like her.
not. And she has the insulin.
She has the insulin pump.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's got juvenile diabetes.
Right.
That's a difference.
That's a little different than
Yeah.
type 2. Yeah. Do you think that it would be good if the church knew more, your church friends and the congregation knew a little bit more about how to take?
Well, I think it's
Help each
good
other?
for anybody. Yeah, I think it's good for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we'd
Seemed like
known
something.
more, or if I'd known more about it when Mama was living, she would have been better off.
Yeah. Well, I think,
Yeah.
times change. We just know
Right.
more now
Yeah.
than what we did 20, 30
Right.
years ago in general.
But I can honestly say it killed her.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's anything in the community that's creating risks? Because more and more people are getting this
Alright.
disease.
Yeah, that's
Do you think there's things in the community that are causing it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, as I understand it, people are prone to
It
it
just-
because of their family.
It just snuck up on me.
Yeah. But then you can do things to kind of make that appear and get worse, I guess, and particularly in just not having the right kind of thing to eat,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing what you're eating and what it could do.
I haven't been in all your grocery stores here, but have you, in your lifetime, have you seen what's in the grocery store
Oh, yeah.
change? Change
Oh,
from what it
yeah.
used to be?
You can buy a lot of gluten-free foods and stuff which wasn't available here, I guess a year ago or a year and a half ago. I've noticed now that they have gluten-free. I have a friend that has to have gluten-free.
You have a lot of low salt.
Yeah, salt-free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've noticed a change in
What there was.
groceries.
Mm-hmm. When you give me an example of a typical lunch that you all might have.
Hamburger steak, baked potato, and sometimes at supper we don't eat a whole lot. Just I might eat a wiener.
Or salads sometimes.
Yeah, salad. We eat a lot of
I
salad.
try to encourage that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
yeah, we eat
Yeah.
a lot. We eat a lot of salad.
Do you like green vegetables?
No,
she doesn't like.
I like
green beans.
cucumbers.
Yes, I mean, she doesn't like green beans and corn. What corn?
I love corn. Yeah.
Vegetable.
Tomatoes? You eat those
Oh, I love
tomatoes?
tomatoes.
Yeah, we're just about to eat up all our growers.
How about beans and cornbread and
Oh,
biscuits and
yes.
gravy?
We don't do that often, but yes.
That's what we like to do, but no, it's not good.
We-
once in a while for a
We
special-
don't do that very often.
Do you think that there's anything that we can do in the community to really prevent type 2 diabetes? I'd love to know any
You know,
ideas.
other than diets, I'd say that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I don't know.
What do you think, Bill?
I don't know. Unless it's, of course, that's getting people to be to a doctor first,
Mm-hmm.
and then having doctors try to make people aware of it.
My brother discovered mine. That's,
How's that?
well, he was a diabetic. He's dead now, and he was a real bad diabetic, and he loved sticking people with a needle. Every time you went to his house, he wanted to take your sugar.
Sugar tester.
And you know, I
Because
didn't
he knew.
didn't feel bad or anything, but I guess the Lord just, we had 2 visits up that way, and I guess the Lord just led us to him first, and that, of course, that's the first thing he wanted to do. And my sugar was stopped his meter.
Really?
I mean,
He
he
thought
was
there
off the
something wrong
meter.
with his meter. He said, "Well, I don't know it."
He went all pieces. He tried his best to get me to go to the hospital. I told him, I said, I'm not going to the hospital. They'll put me in the hospital. I'll be here for a week. And he said, well, let me give you some of my pills. So I took about 6 of his pills. And by morning it was down low.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I come home, I went to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And that started from there.
What did the doctor say when you went?
Well, he just put me on medicine, and Bill asked him, I remember Bill asking him, you know, could it flare like that? Could my sugar go up and come down
Mm-hmm.
and stay down? And he told him no. That once
Well, I
it
just
get-
questioned whether she was
once
really
it's
diabetic.
up, it's
Yeah.
up.
And he said yes.
And,
Yeah.
you're full, I think he called it full-blown diabetic.
Dr. Cairns, he's a real good
Yeah.
endocrinologist.
Uh-huh.
And he started this, you know, that's how she got started. I lost him. He left a
Yeah.
good doctor
Yeah.
in that
He was a
area.
wonderful man.
Well,
That's-
have you had any other complications since you've had the disease?
I have kidney problems. I go to
well,
a
your
kidney
heart,
doctor, and of course
your
I had a heart
may have been
attack.
resolved.
Yeah.
And I go to a heart doctor, and they watch after me. So, doctor-wise, I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
How about neuropathy? Have you had?
I take pills for neuropathy. I take what is it? Pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
I take it.
So you're doing the best you can.
Right.
She's had to
Fight it.
go-
I tell everybody I fight it every day.
Yeah, well, this last adjustments that she's had to make was with injection. You know, prior to this, she's been able to take care of it with
Take Levemir.
Mm-hmm.
pills of some kind,
Mhm.
Januvia,
Mm-hmm.
Amaryl, and of course she took metformin for a long time, but they had to take her off that. I guess it was, you know, adversely affecting the kidneys or something.
Yeah, I have to watch one or the other. You know, I have to keep an eye on my kidneys and my.
She does have a kidney doctor.
Yeah.
Looking after that.
So you're pretty busy just going to doctors.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
How many different doctors do you have to see?
I've got 3 regular ones.
And how often then do you have?
3 months.
Every 3 months. So
Regular doctor, we at least see every 3 months. Right?
and you're going today to see a doctor? Is that?
No, I'm going to get my hair done.
Oh well, that's good news.
That's first.
That's important.
Yeah, get me a permanent today.
Well, good for you. That's a lot better than going to the doctor.
That's right.
Now, do you go and get your eyes checked?
I do. I got an appointment coming up in September. I get checked once a year.
Uh huh.
And
How they doing?
Dr. Conrad and Abby did. Dr. Conrad says they're doing fine.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't. I went a year ago. He said he doesn't see any diabetes in my eyes, and I don't see any change in my eyes. So
Good.
that's what scares me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because, like I say, my mom went blind. And
And what about your? Do you go to a podiatrist for your feet?
no, Misty always checked the doctor. She always checks
I
my
keep
feet,
an eye on
and
Yeah, I watch.
then we
it.
watch
'Cause I
them.
know. Well, I can tell when their sugar's high. Places won't heal.
Uh huh.
So I'm always watching her feet and her fingers.
Well, it sounds like you've got a great
Oh,
helper.
I've got a great helper. Yes, I have. He's wonderful.
That makes a big difference when you have diabetes, that you have someone who's there to give you support.
Because I guess it could get out of hand, and you don't really.
Him and my daughter both. My daughter,
Yeah,
she's
not as
always
bad as I am.
concerned about me. And she lives in Big Stone, so
You're not with her every day.
yeah. But she calls me every day, though.
Calls and checks in.
Yeah, 2 or
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Yeah. Now, sometimes people have trouble with depression with diabetes. Has that been a
Yeah.
problem for you?
I'm depressed sometimes. I'd say 20-30%.
Of the time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you overcome that?
Him.
He helps get you out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He talks me out of it. I'm rough on him.
Are you?
she can be, but I don't know. She don't mean it.
Yeah. You hang in there.
Oh yeah.
That's what love does, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been together 52 years.
That's a long time.
Next month, if we live that long, it's 52 years.
Well, congratulations. That's a wonderful thing. You got big plans for celebration?
I don't know if we're doing
Not
anything
for our
this year.
anniversary.
For our 50th, we had a big party, but
Did you?
we probably just go out to dinner.
And have vegetables?
Yeah.
As many as possible.
Maybe a steak.
She likes the steak. She likes. The steak.
I've gone off bread. I don't eat bread anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And
One other question about the depression. Do you take any medicine for
No.
that?
Yeah, you do. You
what do I say?
I think I believe that's what that would be. I'm not pretty sure. It's,
I'm taking
but
depression.
you take it now. I mean, sometimes I have.
Oh,
to
my
take it early.
triazidone?
Yeah, I'll have you take it earlier. She thinks of it as a sleep medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It probably does calm her down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it calms
So
my
the
nerves.
doctor has said that's what
Yeah,
it do.
but it's
Uh-huh.
more or less a sleep medicine. It's not a depression
Yeah,
medicine.
but it helps.
It
Yeah.
would help depression
Uh-huh.
because I know when she gets all disturbed and stuff. I want her to take it a little bit earlier.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock, I just start
Work is in
shaking
there,
and jittery,
Uh-huh.
and if I take it,
I
it
think
feels
that's not
better.
bad.
Uh-huh.
But as far as depression medicine, I don't take it.
No, we don't have any.
A lot of people have, it's a common thing for people to have depression.
Yeah, my
along with
sister
diabetes.
takes it.
Well, I think I've asked you all the questions I need to. Is there anything else you want to share about?
I don't know.
No.
Well, I'm sure. Thank you both so
Well,
much
you're
for coming
welcome.
over. This has been a delight to
Well, I
meet
hope
you.
it'll help the program.
Well, I think it does, and I think it really is helpful for people to hear what it's like to live with the disease. Sometimes people
It's
get
tough. Very tough.
Well, I think people just get to where they contain it with themselves and they don't want to.
And then my problem too, when I get mad and I get depressed, I eat.
That's
That's
the number one thing.
eating to me is comfort.
That's what will happen.
So
yeah.
And usually eating, it's not a good choice that you're going to
No.
do because it's something you won't satisfy you or something.
Right.
Something you're not supposed to do. But, I think that's what happens.
but you do.
Yeah, but you do.
And but you still encourage.
Oh, right, yes, that's right. I know what she likes to eat, and I would like for her to have what she likes to eat. But I know the result.